Every day that passes, I learn a little more. There's always something I've never seen before. It's effortless attention, I'm feeling all the time, and everything around me filters through my mind.
Okay, so we're here with Kerry, and I knew Kerry from when I first became a nurse. I was working at a skilled nursing facility, and Kerry was there. So we really haven't kept in too much contact, but it sounds like your life's been through some stuff since then.
Yeah, it's been a little chaotic since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I think I don't know. The last time I talked to you really was around Jess. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that was horrible times. So we
Yeah.
both lost a common friend who we knew from that facility, and she was a
Mm-hmm.
nurse. Well, I went to nursing school with her, and I was very, very close with her. And then she ended up dying from cancer, and it was really traumatizing for everybody. Would you say that's
Oh
like one
man.
of the losses that you were
Oh
referring
yeah,
to?
that was
Yeah.
one of the things kind of leading into all of it. Honestly, was that because it was so unexpected,
Mm-hmm.
and and being a hospice nurse, it was just like of all the people in the world, I wouldn't have thought that for her. So
I
yeah,
know.
it was traumatic.
It was very
Uh,
traumatic. I know. She was like the light wherever
yeah,
you go. She was the light, and that was a
yeah,
horrible loss we all suffered.
yeah. Funny
So,
relationship there, but for her
yeah.
and I, but
Oh.
yeah, yeah.
Well, what happened when you left or after that? Tell us how everything spiraled down after that.
Well, the spiral kind of started. So I was working skilled nursing
Mm-hmm.
here, and then took a hospice home health position down in Coos Bay area.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was living in Bandon, working out at Coos Bay, and loved my house, loved my coworkers, all that. Was there for about a year, and the gentleman that I was renting from decided to sell his house, and so I had to move out. But before that, Bandon is really a dead town. There's nothing there. Right?
On the
Um,
beach?
it's on the beach, but there's
Mm.
really not a whole lot going on there. I mean, it's Oregon
Mm-hmm.
Beach, so it's rocky.
Yeah.
And so I was hanging out with my coworkers in Coos Bay. The problem is that everything in Coos Bay and Bannon is related to bars.
Mm-hmm.
There is no other social life there.
Oh, man.
So that became kind of a problem, and I was isolated. I had my two teenage boys were here in Bend, and so I would come up here every other weekend to spend time with them, or on their vacations they'd come down and stay with me. But it was lonely. I just didn't have anything.
Did you move there for the job?
I moved there for the job. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved from here to there for the job. And then, finding out that the place that I absolutely loved, I loved this house. It was so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Quirky little house. But I didn't have enough to be able to buy that house, or I would have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'd gotten in this habit of, when my kids weren't around, I'd go home, I'd drink. It wasn't as bad as it got after that, after I moved back. But so anyway, I moved back here, and my first position was as a nurse for a retirement home, and I was the wellness coordinator there.
Mm-hmm.
And that got bad. Just the politics around those is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
got in a verbal argument with my supervisor, lost that job, and then went back to work at the skilled nursing facility again.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I was at the skilled nursing for a little while, and then went to work for another hospice here in town. That's when things got bad. I I realized, because most of my service had been in hospice, and so the unfortunate thing with hospice is death is around you all the time,
Yes, it is.
and then I started losing family members
Mm-hmm.
and
They were
friends,
dying.
yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
friends, and so it just compounded on me, and I just went into a really bad coping of alcohol and separating myself from everybody.
Hmm. Why do you think you were separating yourself?
Pain. I didn't want to put myself in any more pain.
Mm-hmm.
It was easier to, and when I moved back here, I moved in with my boyfriend at the time, and it just unfortunately that meant I separated from him. I separated from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and using alcohol as a bad coping mechanism lost me my hospice job. So I went through monitoring and all that with the state and decided, no, I cannot do this job anymore. So I forfeited my license and just said, no, I can't. I can't even have it out there as a possibility
Mm-hmm.
until I deal with my stuff. And, so I did do some admissions stuff for caregivers and stuff like that. I did that because I had the ability to do that. I obviously wasn't monitoring patients or anything. It, and then had so many disagreements about the way that stuff was run. Wound up just going, no, I'm out. I'm out. I can't do
Mm-hmm.
this anymore.
Yeah. Was
Um,
there one event or like a period of time that led to you like alcohol interfering with your job?
I had a couple events with it where it interfered with my job, but there was one major event where it led me to go, no, I can't even deal with the caregiving side of this anymore. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because of the way
Sorry.
the systems are set up to fail you. And it, the place that I worked for told me I had to admit this person. Period. Had to
Mm-hmm.
admit it.
Mm-hmm.
I went out there. He would not let me in his house,
Oh, well.
and so I did a visual from the windows in the house. Did all that. Talked to him on the porch. He would talk to me out on the porch. But I'm like, I can't do a visual inspection of the house. He will not let me in.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran through my admin, they admitted him, and then it turned out that it just went really bad. And
Mm-hmm.
then they blamed me. And I'm like, I told you I could not do it. You decided to admit it. So it came down to that. And that was when I went, oh no, I'm not dealing with this Medicare system anymore. I was so fed up. I mean, later that particular owner was sued for Medicare fraud, but anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the patient's choice to be
Yeah,
admitted. You can't, and you have to go out there and see if they're appropriate and if they're interested. It's not, it's
yeah, and it
not.
was like, he was willing to have the help. He
Mm-hmm.
just didn't want me walking through the house. And
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, you're trying to work with them,
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
as well as trying to stay within, what you can do.
Mhm.
Like I said, that wasn't. I was already out of the. I had already forfeited my license, so it wasn't anything under my licensing.
Mm.
But yeah, the owner of that business, was actually found guilty of Medicare fraud. So, um, yeah, they pushed it through, and well. But anyway, so I got kind of dismissed. It was,
Yeah.
yeah. But now, but I've also realized that, I've always been a nurse. In my head, I've always been a nurse.
Mhm.
I always do that. I'm always that position.
Mhm.
So when I decided to go back and get myself relicensed, it was like, oh my gosh, there were so many hurdles. And then January of this year, they discarded a lot of the hurdles. So I managed to get my learning done, had that all done. So now that's where I'm sitting is I just got to get the licensing, the background checks, all that stuff done, and then get back to it. Because I've worked with the alcohol stuff, done all that work, and am feeling good past that. Um,
Mhm.
I'm not using it for coping anymore. Thank you.
Mhm. Mhm. How did you get past that?
It was just a lot of my own internal realization stuff
Mhm.
where, why was I doing that? Why, because I've been around alcoholics a lot in my life. My ex-husband,
Yeah.
hardcore alcoholic,
Yeah.
and just realizing that you're using an ineffective coping. It's not dealing with anything. You have to do the work and decide, where you want your life to go because it's not helping you with anything.
Do you feel
And
like it makes the problems worse or just numbs them temporarily?
well, it numbs them at first, but down the road it makes them worse
Mhm.
because then you're so numb that you're not even paying attention to the consequences. You know,
Yeah.
and that was kind of the realization for me was that okay, I I have to be on myself with this. I can't. I'm not one that's real good with those kinds of things.
Mhm. Did you try them?
I tried them, and then the one that God, I can't even remember the name of the program, but they really helped me out a lot. Was it's smart? Jesus, can't remember the name of it. Anyway, but they helped me a lot because they're not as judgy as some AA things can be.
Mhm.
Because I'm not a religious person. I have never been. And so a lot of the AA things just really didn't fit for me. But they were really good about saying, okay, well, how does this affect you?
Mhm.
How does this affect your family? That made the difference for me was how is this affecting my family, my life, not putting my faith and trust in something else.
Mhm.
I needed to put my faith back in me.
Was your relationship with your sons screwed up because of alcohol?
Oh yeah.
It
Oh
was.
yeah.
So they knew
Oh yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
In what ways? Like, how did that
Well, at one
become
point
known
I
to
was
them?
well, their dad had been a hardcore alcoholic, and and I wasn't until after he had already gone through it and fixed himself. So by the
Mm-hmm.
time I fell into it, they knew the signs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was actually living with my oldest son and his girlfriend at the time for a little while at one point, and so they obviously saw it.
Did they ever have to confront you?
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
did.
oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. They have confronted me,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, those are the days when you realize, oh yeah, I need to change something.
Yeah. Yeah. How does it feel to be confronted by your son?
I- it's it's kind of surreal. It really is. It's like, no, I'm your mom,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Wait, no, you don't get to do this. I'm your mom. But also, the way they conveyed it to me was so much from a caring standpoint. It's like,
Aw.
mom, you need to deal with this, and which just hits your heart. It's
Mm-hmm.
so devastating to go, oh my God, I'm ruining your life.
Yeah. Did you know already that you had an issue when
Oh
they
yeah,
were confronting you? Yeah. So you were just trying to,
I already knew.
yeah, get through it
Um,
without.
and I was already trying to get through it, but when they confronted me, it was like, oh my God, I'm affecting your life now.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was really honestly probably one of the biggest changing points for me was when they confronted me. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, yeah, I gotta do something different.
Yeah. So what were you doing when you were drinking that was disruptive? Was it like just the amount you were drinking? Did you change? Did you do wacky
I
stuff?
I'd get, well, not a whole lot, but I would get in conversations. I get a little more aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
but not terrible. I've never struck out hard at anybody as far as even on a personal note, verbally. I just didn't. But I just get a little more aggressive, a little more staunch in my opinion at the time. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
that was what they noticed. It's like, yeah, you can't seem to let this go.
Ah.
Yeah. So, I'm not an angry person when I drank. It was just a little more not me.
It wasn't you. Yeah.
Yeah, it just wasn't
Just
me.
too intense. And then were
Yeah.
you drinking daily?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And at that point in time, it was a hard alcohol. It wasn't, it wasn't like I was drinking beers or it
Mm-hmm.
was hard alcohol.
Yeah. All
Um,
day.
yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
when I wasn't working, I was pretty good about avoiding it when I was working.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was off work, you know, hit it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it was not good, not good.
How was your drinking before that all happened? Like at the time, say, like I met you, were you just drinking casually? Like, has alcohol ever been
Hmm.
a problem for you before?
No, no,
No.
I was just drinking casually. I'd have, a beer or a seltzer or whatever, eh, out socially or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't taking it home. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That was one of the things when I was going to some meetings with the one group. It was, I realized when I took home my hospice stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I took home the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
That was when it just settled in. I was struggling with loss and did not know how to do it.
Have you been able to appropriately grieve your losses now?
I have, my mother passed away in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and I've grieved that. I've grieved the losses of the other people that came before that, and it, that was the hard one with Jess, was that was right around that time too, and
Like
so
when your alcoholism was picking up?
no, when my mom passed away, it was like
Oh.
all that. It was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this person doesn't drink much,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't doesn't smoke, doesn't, and holy crap, she's good at what she does. This isn't fair.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of that realization of this isn't fair.
Yeah.
So that helped me a lot, actually. But unfortunately, as soon as I started to kind of clean up a little bit, then my ex-boyfriend of 10 years kicked me out.
Oh
And
my gosh.
that's where this roller coaster of housing has become a problem.
Did he kick you
Mm.
out because of your drinking? You said it was just on the tail end of it, but was he just not believing you?
It wasn't that.
Mm-hmm.
It was several things. We weren't a good fit, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, he turned around and got married in 2 years. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it
Yeah.
just wasn't. Just wasn't a good fit.
Okay.
But it took us both that long to kind of let go of it and go, oh yeah, no, this isn't working.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really the alcohol. It was just both of us kind of hiding time where, I'd just sit in the parking lot at the store by our house because I just feel like I can't go home. I can't go home. I need some time and not being real upfront about that, you know, which I should have been. I should have just said, I'm just sitting up here taking a break for a few, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I hid that. He hid the same kind of things, you know.
Mm.
Um,
Did you ever have to hide your drinking?
no,
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 that was out on the table.
no,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no. I was pretty upfront with him about that. Um,
Did you ever get in like legal trouble
no,
besides the nursing stuff? No. Yeah.
no. Other than the monitoring I was doing through the nursing board,
Mm-hmm.
that was really the only ever. I've never been pulled over. I've never had a problem there.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
So you
Thank
went
God.
to the programs initially when you wanted to get sober? You
Well,
started out with the program?
I started out. I went to counseling and went to some AA meetings with my counselor and that kind of thing, and that went really bad.
Oh, it did.
Yeah. Do you really want me to tell you this story? Because this is bad.
Yeah,
Um,
if you
um,
want to share it.
so I wound up with my counselor, and we were doing different sorts of therapy, and it was going pretty good.
Mhm.
And that was while I was doing my monitoring initially, and then when I decided that no, I'm gonna pull my license, I was still seeing her, and we kind of became friends, which never good.
Not supposed to do that. Don't cross
Not
those
supposed to do that.
professional boundaries.
Don't cross that line. And I talked to her about that because we kind of stepped over that, and I went like, okay, I, the therapy part is not good if
Mm-hmm.
you're a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, I was helping her. I helped her move. Her husband had cheated on her, and she was moving out. Cool, fine. So I helped her with that, and then all of a sudden, I didn't hear anything from her. Found out she killed herself.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
When was that?
that would be 3 years ago. So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
yeah, it was like, and it was shocking because I didn't know I was supposed to meet up with her, and things got crazy. I wound up having to work late, and I texted her, said I can't be there, but let me know when you can visit.
Mm-hmm.
And no response, no response, no response. And I only found out because I looked at not so her rentals, and her death showed up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah, that
Oh.
was bad. So now I'm a little leery of therapy. Um,
Yeah.
I know I need it, but I'm a little leery of it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, they're humans too. You never
Hmm.
know what
Oh
they're going
yeah,
through.
and honestly, most therapists become therapists because they have problems.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to
Mhm.
figure themselves out. So, not unlike nurses. Um, so, yeah,
Oh no.
so that was another thing in that string of stuff that just kept going wrong.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
goodness. That's hard. You've been through so much. Your
yeah.
job and then your personal life, and then they start to like kind of intertwine. And the I feel like when you're going through your own emotional trauma, like the work gets
Hmm.
harder, like it's harder to keep yourself separate from that. And
Well, and then
I don't know.
you have your work trauma and then financial trauma because of it, and
Yeah.
then your living situation goes bad, and that's
Hmm.
more trauma. It's like, oh my
Hmm.
God, it's just a spiral. And
Yeah.
I'm really, really, really trying to just pull myself out of that and go,
Yeah.
it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It has to
Yeah.
get better. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
now I'm 60. It's like, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of beneficial years to be working.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm still pretty active, and
Hmm.
I love the job I have, but it just doesn't pay enough to live around here. Um,
No.
yeah.
You're still in Bandon?
No, I'm been.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
I've
Um,
been back here for God since 2013.
oh, yeah, no, it's not affordable.
It is not, and I, as has kind of always been the case, is you can't afford to work here and live here. It,
Yeah.
it's absolutely ridiculous, and especially if you're not in a position of like nursing or something like that, you can do a little better. But I work at Ace Hardware.
You do?
Yeah, yeah. I'm a supervisor there, but
That's cool that you love your job, though. I mean, that you
I
can
like it.
find
I've
that.
done I've done hardware for so long. I worked at Home Depot for
Mhm.
a couple of years as a
Yeah.
supervisor, right after I lost my license, gave up my license. And I love it. I did it before I was ever even on the path of nursing. I've worked in hardware. I enjoy it, but
How do you?
it doesn't pay. It
Yeah.
does not pay well.
No, no, it
Uh,
doesn't. Bless those
yeah,
people for, and you right now, you're going through it.
yeah. It's a
Um,
fun job.
yeah.
Yeah, but and right now I'm like trying to figure out what part of nursing to go back into, and
Mm-hmm.
I would really like to do home health again.
Yeah.
I would not do hospice again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my heart can take it anymore.
Yeah.
But home health, I love wound care. Wound care is fun.
I love home health, and I think it really like lets you keep all your nursey tasks up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wound care is so great because you get to see what you're doing. I mean, you see the progression
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
of that kind of stuff.
progression. I know.
Yeah,
I do love that.
yeah, it's so great to go. Oh, I'm doing something okay. It's
So
great.
what exactly do you need to do now to get your license back?
So in fact, I'm working on it today. I All I need to do is get my application in, and then the fingerprinting and background check
Oh my gosh, you're so
to get my
close.
license. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm right there. It was, but because of all my moving situations, I just didn't have the funds
Mm-hmm.
to do it, and that's why I posted the GoFundMe in the first place. Was just like,
Hmm.
I need to get this, and
Yeah.
then I had some medical issues in November of last year that now I have medical debt on top of that. So it's like trying to get all that cycling, so that I can get ahead of that, get ahead of everything else. But I also know that this license is the key to me being able to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
have that.
That's so exciting for you.
Yeah.
Do you, ha, are you sober completely?
No,
No, you're just
no.
over the
But
not partoking.
I've gone back to more, casual drinking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things are far more calmed down in my life. And so it's like, yeah,
Hmm.
I'll come home and have a drink, but it's nowhere near what it was.
Yeah.
Nowhere near what it was.
Do you
Um,
have a plan, like if things start to go south again, how you would cope
well,
better next time?
yeah, I do. I have, the plus is I have a better connection with my ex-husband now than I did then.
Mm-hmm.
And he has gone through it. I mean, he almost wound up with liver transplants and I mean, the whole 9 yards. So
Oh,
he he knows the drill.
yeah.
Uh, and I just have a far better community around me
Mm-hmm.
than I had at that point. If sorry, walking through my dog door.
It's okay. Where
um,
did you find your new community?
a lot of it was really just people that I had known, but I hadn't asked for support from.
Mm-hmm.
And that made the difference, just saying, no, I need help.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, it was a hard thing for me to do, prideful person that I am.
Yeah.
And realizing you're being stupid, ask from the people you know. So,
Mm-hmm.
my kids were a big one. And then when I started the GoFundMe, I was so shocked that the people that immediately came in, donated and shared,
Mm-hmm.
were people I'd gone to school with that I
Oh.
haven't talked to in 10 years.
Oh my gosh. That's
And
so sweet and caring.
they're just like, you got this. Go, go, go.
Oh.
Yeah. So that part was amazing. I was just like, oh wow. And have managed to one of the gals that I did go to school with had been away from town for a long time, but she has now moved back. And I had seen her not long before I posted the GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
And she's actually a nurse consultant.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she helps nurses get placed and that kind of thing. And she has just been all over this.
How
And
cool.
I hadn't talked to her in forever. It was just so weird. I happened to see her a couple of weeks before. She has a twin sister, and I'm like, okay, are you her or are you her twin?
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
That's funny. You know what? I love that. I love how when you start to get healthy, like the world around you is healthy, you draw in these people who, are there to support you and help you. And that
Yeah,
all just comes by you becoming healthy on your own.
yeah, yeah. And,
Yeah.
and realizing that, we all have faults,
Mm-hmm.
every one of us. And the thing is being able to acknowledge your faults, being able to acknowledge that, okay, I can't do this by myself, and so many people try to and can't. And so you got to be vulnerable a little bit and go, no, I can't do this by myself. And
No, I know. And
realizing that was a huge thing for me because I'm just terrible about it. I really am. I'm, not that I'm vain, but I'm very much, no, I can do this. I got this.
well, I think all of us nurses are like that to an extent.
Mm,
Like we're givers, so we are
mm,
not really
not,
comfortable with the receiving.
yeah, exactly.
And asking
Exactly.
for help is like especially like, I don't even like it's hard to take a compliment, let
Yeah,
alone to
exactly.
ask for something so vulnerable like money, it's hard
Yeah.
for
Uh,
us.
Yeah, it is. It's, when I posted that, it was like, oh my God, I sound like such a wuss. I can't, I'm so upset with myself that I have to do this.
Oh.
And then just going, no, you have to do this. You have to. You're in a position you can't do this by yourself.
Hmm.
And all you can do is ask for help.
Yeah.
It, people can say no. That's
Exactly.
fine.
You're not forcing them.
Yeah, I'm not forcing them into it. But
I
people
know.
say no, and that's fine. And you just realizing, no, I need help and I can't do this by myself.
It's
Yeah.
so hard to get vulnerable. I'm so glad that you did and that I saw your post. And what's your GoFundMe link?
Oh God, you would ask. I don't know offhand.
Okay. I'll share it in the podcast notes.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw it, you know where it is. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know it offhand, or I can share it to you after the phone call. And
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
yeah, because it's out there, and yeah,
Were
I'm
you
just like,
like,
"Hmm,
I had made a GoFundMe when I started the podcast. I was like, okay, I want to do this because I think it's important to start
hmm,
talking about these taboo subjects. And,
hmm,"
I'm not expecting like huge things or like a change of career
right,
for me over it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I didn't know what I needed for equipment and stuff. I didn't have a
hmm,
computer, so I did post a GoFundMe and somebody donated $100. I was like, oh, I don't deserve that. It's like,
yeah,
come
yeah,
on, it's
exactly. It's
okay.
like, oh well, no, you didn't have to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, that's too
yeah,
much.
that's a lot. Did you really have to do that?
I
Yeah.
know, it's so funny how like it almost like it feels bad to receive, even though I'm so
Mhm.
grateful. And that paid for like my whole entire year of my podcast service, because I'm on
Yeah,
like the cheapest plan. So whatever.
yeah,
Like that's so helpful and
yeah,
wonderful and so nice. And they wouldn't have given it to me if they couldn't, you know.
yeah. They didn't know.
And I know
Yeah.
all those things, but my emotion, is still like,
Mhm.
oh no, I'm uncomfortable with this.
Well, yeah, I did the same thing when I had a couple donations come in. And I was like, oh my God, what? But why? Why? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know I asked, but
I know I asked, but I didn't expect it. I
I
still
didn't
don't want
expect
it.
it.
I do want it. I don't
I
want
didn't think anybody would recognize that and do anything about it.
it. Isn't that cool? I'm so glad.
Mm, yeah, and because one of the school friends donated $100, and I was like, oh my God, I haven't talked to you in 10 years. I mean,
Oh,
she's been a friend on my Facebook page, and so I like her photos and stuff like that. But
yeah.
other than that, that's it. And
Hmm.
I was just like, oh my gosh, did you really mean to donate that much? Was that on purpose? You know?
Oh, I know. That is
Yeah.
so cool. I mean, they just want to help you succeed and overcome what
Hmm.
you went through. Is so awesome that you're trying to build, I mean, we all make mistakes and then to build back out of it is real, it's hard.
It's
It's really hard, and I'm so glad you're
yeah.
doing it.
Yeah. And I feel right now, I feel like I'm so close to being able to actually do something with that.
Hmm.
It's so
Hmm.
close. I mean, other than trying to deal with the nursing board site and trying to deal with
My gosh.
transferring anything. Oh my God.
Yeah,
What
and
a
there's
nightmare.
literally not a phone number you can call. You have to only go through the site. It's really
Well,
hard.
you can call a phone number. You won't get to talk to anybody.
Never.
There's
How did
nobody there.
you how do you release your license? You just don't renew it, or did you actually
Well,
reach out to them?
because I was going through monitoring, so I was in touch with them all the time,
Oh, how
and I
did
just
they monitor you? Was that for
uh, uh,
alcohol?
for alcohol, yeah, they were
Mm-hmm.
monitoring for alcohol, and it just I realized I need to work on me, and if I know that there's a possibility I can be hired,
Mm-hmm.
at a higher rate than what I can make right now,
Uh-huh.
then I'm going to go back into it, and I'm just going to destroy myself
Yeah.
because I knew my brain couldn't handle it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, no, I'm just going to forfeit it. And so it's in there as a voluntary
Mm-hmm.
forfeiture. So yeah. And then when they, for a long time, you would have had to have, as long as I was out, it would have been a lot of hours and taking a course that would have cost thousands of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And then they changed the rules in January. So it was like,
Wow.
you got these little things you got to do. And I did all those, went to a skills class, and done. and I was like, whoa. Yeah, because I only had to do like 60 hours
Mm-hmm.
of CEs, and I was like, okay, you're eligible. Whoa.
Cool. So, does the remarks on your license go away?
There aren't really any marks on my license
Oh.
because I forfeited it.
Oh. That's
There
smart.
probably should be, but there aren't. It was a
Yeah.
voluntary forfeiture, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Well,
So I mean, as
gosh.
far as I know, there's no major marks on
Uh-huh.
on. They could be hiding something else back there somewhere, but as far as I know, there's no major marks on it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I worked with a nurse and she like went through her monitoring and everything, but she's still having a hard time getting a job, even though she's completed it. It's like on her license forever. So it's not active, but it's like, just so you know, she has a history of, and it's like
Yeah.
such a
Well, and
bummer. That's not fair. You served you served your time.
I'm sure there's going to be something like that when I get my license back. It's going to be, she does
Mm-hmm.
have a history of this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's in there somewhere. But as far as what I can see, it doesn't look like there's much.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Awesome.
so, but it's hard to say too, because once I get the license back, it may say you're going to have to be monitored for a little while. That could happen too.
That's true. That could
So,
happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, whatever we have to do, we do, right?
mhm. Yeah. I mean, and it's my passion, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
this is what I want to do. It's just gotta get back there.
I know. I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, if it weren't for it probably wouldn't be as bad a situation if it weren't for the other situations, you know, that have been going on. The medical bills, that kind of stuff.
And
Just
that's
makes
so
it
hard
just that much
too.
harder. Yeah.
I know. It's so stressful. My husband's like, so because I went to the ER the other day, I was having some abdominal pain and I was like
Mm-hmm.
going on, it was coming and going. I went
Mm-hmm.
to the ER and, the wait is so long, first of all. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
stressing out about the medical bill. So I just left AMA. I'm the worst patient ever. I was like, I
All
just
nurses are.
left. I'm like, I can't do this. It's gonna be too expensive. And my husband's like, you don't get
Yeah.
a discount? Like, you're a nurse. And I'm like,
Yeah, no,
no,
I don't get a
I don't
discount.
get a discount.
Yeah, because I wound up in the ER 3 times in 2 weeks
Oh no.
for something that they never found.
Yeah,
We don't know
that's
what's going on.
also why I left.
But they did a buttload of tests, which
Oh,
is a lot
much.
of money.
Yeah, the more they test, the more they make.
Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, I have medical debt from that. It's like because my insurance sucks, but there's the amount they charge for imaging and all that is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It's so much. I know.
Oh,
Something's gotta change.
something's got to give. I
I
mean,
know.
it's
Well, I
it's
was
just
there
not
so long.
going to.
There was like two other people in the waiting room. It looked like I should have just been able to get in. I was there for so long, and the longer I sat there, I was like talking myself out of staying because, well,
Um,
yeah, I didn't want to end up in your situation with a bunch of debt and still not knowing. Okay, thanks for ruling out 5 things, but I still don't know what it is. So
yeah.
I was just like,
Thanks for
I'll
thanks
just leave.
for ruling out that okay, my kidneys aren't failing or
Yeah, I'm not pregnant.
I'm not pregnant. Duh.
Thanks.
I'm almost 60, so yeah. They always do that test though.
They do.
They always do. It's like I'm 60 years old. I'm past menopause. Give me a break. But yeah, that test or they checked they obviously check your blood levels and all that. And I had
Hmm.
nothing off. Nothing.
Hmm.
And I couldn't stop throwing up.
Oh no.
I was I was having severe abdominal pain and throwing up, and they're like, it's not your appendix, it's not this, it's not. I'm like, okay,
And to this day, you don't know,
no,
but it's
no,
over.
it's gone away.
Oh no.
But yeah, it was for about 3 weeks, 3, 4 weeks that I was
Mm.
just sick,
Oh my
and
gosh.
they couldn't find anything. Severe abdominal cramping, and it was so bad. And
Hmm.
now that's $12,000 in imaging.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh my
uh,
gosh.
for
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, and nothing other than, of course, they gave me painkillers for the abdominal cramping and that, so they charged me for that. Which, well, at least I felt better for a couple hours.
Yeah.
But oh my god, yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Well, I'm so sorry. And the moral of the story is nurses are humans too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, oh yeah. I mean, we
Yeah.
we have our own issues
Yeah.
for sure.
I know. Okay, well, I'm grateful for you for having this conversation with me. I'm gonna post your GoFundMe.
Every day that passes, I learn a little more. There's always something I've never seen before. It's effortless attention, I'm feeling all the time. And everything around me filters through my mind. Somewhere in my memory, I got impressions of every moment since I came to be. I was born to fill up the space I occupy and bring the story back with me to the ground, moving under my feet. The places I travel, the people that I meet, the days with the rhythm and beat, the nights I unravel, the puzzle I complete. I'm simple animation like any other man. In the hourglass, another grain of sand, soaking up sensation and change.